Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another review video, and we're going to start it off with a goodie but oldie, and that is Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez, Owen Wilson, and Ice Cube. Um, Now, essentially they're all going there on an expedition basically to shoot a documentary, and then one by one they basically just get killed off by this huge gigantic snake that is so large, in fact, that it could basically eat a whole animal, basically, and it crushes people's bones. Let's just say it's a pretty interesting and awesome action. You know, it could either be considered a thriller or action movie. I wouldn't go with horror because I don't know, just wouldn't put it in that category. The next one is Congo, which I really love Congo. I think that movie is one of the best movies ever made, honestly. The storyline is absolutely amazing. The characters are great. It keeps you going. There's really nothing other to say about it other than check it out. It's definitely worth your watch. Um, After that is The Midnight Hour, which is a 1986. Actually, I think it's 1985, 1986. It's a mild horror movie. Honestly, it's not really that bad. It's a movie that you could probably watch with your kids. Uh, Honestly, it's scary, but it's not too scary. Let's say that the plot's really interesting. Um, the characters are great. Yeah, I don't know. It keeps you going. It's very similar to like Monster Squad, which was a popular movie. The next one's Little Monsters, uh, which I think is one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion, honestly, for a kid's horror movie. Um, yeah, I mean, Howie Mandel does a great job in the movie. He's really funny. Uh, yeah, I would definitely check it out. The next one is Lady in White. So again, I think it's mild. It's not really that scary. Um, yeah, you could probably watch it with your kids. Honestly, it's not really that scary at all. Honestly, um, there's some humor in it. There's some scary stuff in it, but it's not really that bad. Honestly. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the rest of the list here. Um, the next one is one of the best werewolf series honestly ever made, in my opinion, and that is The Howling. The first movie, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. It's the perfect horror movie, in my opinion. It's cheesy, it's interesting, the plot keeps you going. Yeah, I find it very interesting. I can keep watching it over and over again. Um, the second one, pretty good too, honestly. The storyline is a little bit longer in detail with the characters, but overall, it's a really good werewolf movie, in my opinion. The next one, after that, is Warlock, which is, again, it's another cheesy horror movie, but there's some good stuff in it as well. It just depends on like what type of mood you're in, but overall that movie isn't that bad either. Um, Return of Swamp Thing. Now I like this movie because the original was, how can I describe this? The original is good, but it was made in an era when there wasn't a whole lot that they could do, honestly, with like, I guess, special effects and features. Um, so the second movie, in my opinion, honestly, is better than the original because it has Christy Swanson in it, and she looks smoking in it. Um, and she's an amazing actress. She's been in a lot of great movies, so I would definitely check out Swamp Thing 2. It's definitely worth your watch. Um, After that, we have the Burbs. So the Burbs is it's a scary movie, but at the same time, there's lots of good humor in it. Honestly, I mean, we're talking about Corey Feldman. I mean, Tom Hanks. Yeah, the cast is great. Honestly, in that movie, um, it's suspenseful. It's outgoing. It's got its scary moments in it too, but at the same time, it is by far one of the best scary movies I've honestly ever watched. Because there's some humor in it too. It's not the same stuff over and over again. Um, 28 Days Later, which honestly I think is one of the best movies made as far as like zombies go. Um, and 28 Weeks Later is another one that is probably up there as well. I would say check out both of them. They're pretty good. Um, All Cheerleaders Die. So I recently watched this movie. I didn't really know what to expect, but when I really started getting into it and actually understanding the background, um, yes, it's a cheesy movie, but it's actually very interesting. Um, and the next one after that is Slumber Party Massacre 3. Now, I've seen all those. I have to be honest, I don't think that they're that terrible. Some people are kind of harsh on them, but I don't think that they're too terrible in any form of way. In fact, I think that they're very mild, honestly, compared to some of the movies we have now, honestly. So, um, hang on here, lost my track of thought. The Dead Zone is the next one. Now that is also a TV series, but I think that the movie is so much better than what people rated it, honestly. I don't know. I think people were pretty harsh on it, and I don't know why. I thought it was pretty decent. Um, the one after that is Creepshow 1 and 2, which I feel like are amazing movies. Um, Especially the first one. That is a great background. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but and I like part two as well. Part three is garbage. Do not watch it. It's really horrible. Um, and the last one on here is the Toxic Avenger 1 and 2. Now, when you get into like part 3 and stuff, I wouldn't even bother. But the first two are great movies. I mean, yes, they're a little cheesy, but they're supposed to be cheesy for God's sakes. So I would say check them out. They're not really that bad. And the final one that we're going to be reviewing on here is I recently saw the new Jurassic Park movie. And I'm going to go on a little bonus here. I like this movie. Now, some people said too much CGI, too much special effects. It was hard to follow. I don't see it that way. I thought this movie was really good. Um, I like the storyline. I thought that it was great. I don't understand why people gave it a bad review, in my opinion. What would I rate this Jurassic Park movie? I would absolutely rate it a 9.5. So, the next review will be Christopher Robin, because I will be going to go see it tomorrow, and I will be uploading that for you. And then we'll be doing a few other videos this week. Gonna come up with a few ideas and take it from there. Everybody have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Peace and much love.